I think one of the biggest issue that I see when we're working with either professional athletes or just sports enthusiasts is overload issues or injuries that are caused by too much of the same thing, basically, without enough rest. And I mean, it makes sense, right? If you're a sports enthusiast, you feel good, you get all the addictive benefits out of training, you have a goal, you want to go for it, you feel good, you eat good, you get into it. Of course, along the way, we all have a certain capacity of stress that we can tolerate, and that's physical stress. So running, fighting, sparring, a BJJ, whatever it is, it slowly loads the bucket, so to speak, with more and more stress and more load. As long as you can control the amount of load that you put onto your body, is not really a big thing. So from my point of view, if you're doing weightlifting, you should never get hurt from weightlifting because it's all within your control. The repetitions, the weight, the rest is all perfectly controlled. Should never be any sort of overuse injuries because of weight training. However, if you start to look at team sports, football, basketball, kickboxing, you're going to sparring, jiu-jitsu, you're rolling, then suddenly there's some factors that are beyond your control. Somehow you get kicked in the knee, your knee hurts, and now you cannot do your running, and you miss out on a running, you feel frustrated, and then it affects your progress, and maybe because of the frustration you eat something that you shouldn't, or you numb the pain in whatever way, shape or form, and then that already disrupts your training program. And we're not even talking about the things that are not in your control. Life, right? Something happens, you get an issue with work, you get an argument with your partner, you have other problems within maybe your family, they all take a toll on you, you don't sleep as well, you feel stressed, you don't make the same decisions for your food, and suddenly that bucket that was now sort of within control suddenly starts to spill over, and then you crash. You have an injury, you feel like crap, your motivation is down the tank, and then, why am I doing this? Why am I getting hurt? And then you go into this sort of slump. And then once you get out of the slump, boom, straight back into making up for what you missed, right? And then we see this constantly, especially with people that are very into sports, so professionals, whether it's professional coaches or professional athletes. You see this up and down pattern. Feel good, do way too much. Feel bad, do way too little. And of course, ideally speaking, we want the line to be kind of like this, with every now and then a little bit of this, all right? There's one very simple solution to this, and it's planning. Periodization, making sure that your programs have a start, they have a finish, they have a control in terms of what you progress. Is it the load? Is it the repetitions? Is it the speed? Is it the mileage? Something that you're going to build progressively and go hard for a set period of time. And after that, you do what we call a deload or taper. You take some load off, make sure your body recovers, build up some energy, get the benefits. This is something that people forget. Get the benefits of that constantly overstressing your body, let your body adapt, and then boom, then you can go into the next training program or next progression. It's a key thing that a lot of people overlook or not aware of, and it's something that we help with here all the time during either the coaching sessions or the live coaching sessions or the training sessions. So if you're hearing this and you're like, man, that's me, I need to have a plan, I would say drop me a message, come by, we'll sit down and we'll put pen to paper and make sure this doesn't happen again.